Now, yeah, collecting user feedback is something that we do for all of our clients, right? And over almost 20 years, we've seen repeating patterns of why collecting user feedback actually fails or doesn't deliver the sort of answers that we were looking for. And we've noticed with you that I think a lot of them are related to human psychology rather than anything else. And so I want to start with number one of the biggest challenges in terms of collecting user feedback. And I've seen it, unfortunately, in myself as well, in different situations. But the confirmation bias, right? We all have biases. And those are the things like beliefs or like thoughts that we have, but we're really not aware of them, right? We really need to pay attention to notice that. And confirmation bias is one of my favorite confirmation biases. My favorite bias, because founders ask leading questions that confirm what they want to hear. And we all do that, right? And I remember our recent client that we worked with, and she said to us on our sort of feedback session, when she was giving us feedback on our work, and she said, "Oh, Anastasija, Simon, I know now what you mean by saying that we can get any answers we want from our users if we ask leading questions, right? So if we structure questions in a way that we get the answers we're looking for, or even paying attention to only answers that confirm our beliefs, then we can see confirmation bias in practice, right?"
Yeah, absolutely. And then, another big one similar to that is the recency bias. So where you over prioritize the most recent feedback, not the most common feedback, but the most recent thing that you've heard to. This is something that happens a lot. I've seen with kind of sales teams. So a customer complained yesterday about the dashboard layout, so you rush to redesign it, ignoring 3 months of data showing users churn due to onboarding confusion and not the data. So that's kind of like your focus, not on confirming what you believe, but the most recent thing that you've heard. And I think that can become a challenge if you don't have a process. If you go, okay, we're going to run this study, which we're looking to understand X, Y, or Z with, and then remain quite methodical about the approach. If you're a bit what's the word?
Scatty?
Yeah, I was going to say slapdash, not scatty. You could be scatty and a bit slapdash, but I think maybe that's something that happens is you're a founder and you're you're wearing many hats, so you're playing loads of roles. Then you might try and sort of approach your customer research by a bit of an interview here and a bit of an interview there, and so it can be really easy to fall into that challenge of recency bias.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of founders that we've spoken to, they say, "Oh yeah, I had a call with my user yesterday, and he said this, and then I know where it's going." Really.
Now I have my whole roadmap.
Now I know exactly what to do.
That's exactly it.